Good morning from laststandbrand.com. This is Bill Randall to talk to you today about germination. The most important question to ask is, when is my last frost date in the springtime? Here in Kansas, it's April 18th, give or take a few days. So accordingly, you have to work backwards to figure out when you should start your seedlings. Interesting point, if you have a 90-day crop and you keep it in the greenhouse sprouted for 30 days, you would expect that after putting it in the garden in 60 days you would have fruit. No, it doesn't work that way. If it's a 60-day vegetable, till fruiting, it means that it has to be in the ground 60 days. The greenhouse doesn't jump that by getting them started earlier. It makes the plant stronger. Case in point, I put in tomatoes this tall after the last frost date. Directly next to them, I planted tomato seeds, same variety. I harvested the tomatoes from the planted seeds 1 week later than I did the tomatoes that were this tall and were several months old. You have to work backward from your last frost date. My math tells me to start the spring crops, the cold crops, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, by the first part of February. Tomatoes, eggplant, maybe even cucumbers can be planted inside, and they would come 5 or 6 weeks later, about the first week in March. The consideration here is not so much the planting day, but also preparing for the planting day by taking the green plants once they've sprouted and prior to planting them. Let them harden off outside by being available to the wind and the sun and the chillier weather than in the greenhouse. Well, that's the whole job. Let's see how we do it.